Breaking news, my country people. Atiku has finally disowned Daniel Bwala. The former vice president has distanced himself from Daniel Bwala, who formerly served as his spokesperson for his campaign in the last year's presidential election. And according to a statement issued by his media office on Tuesday, Atiku clarified that Bwala's association with him was limited to serving as a spokesperson for his presidential campaign from 2022 to early 2023. Atiku emphasized that Daniel Bwala was not and has never been his aide beyond this specific role. It is important that the media and the general public take corrective note of defining Daniel Bwala as an aide to Atiku Abubakar. Daniel Bwala simply offered his services and support to the Atiku Kowa Presidential Campaign Organization as a spokesperson, and it was only a position he held during the last presidential campaign. We recall that recently Daniel Bwala had expressed his willingness to work in the Tinubu administration and even went to meet with the president in France. And after a meeting, Daniel Bwala shared his photo with the president where he shared his thoughts on how Tinubu was leading Nigeria. And that was the second meeting with the president after he met him earlier at the presidential villa in Abuja. And following these, meetings with the president, Nigerians reacted over Daniel Bwala's visit to the president. People were curious. Does it mean Daniel Bwala no longer have a job? Why is he frolicking around with the president? What does he seek to gain from visiting the president? We all thought he was Atiku Abubakar's aide. Now Atiku Abubakar has finally cleared the air and stated that Daniel Bwala's services is no longer needed. Now Atiku's statement denying ties with Daniel Bwala comes amid the growing rapport between him and the president. And Daniel Bwala transformed from being an unspringing attacker of the presidential candidate Tinubu and his party, the APC, during the campaigns, to becoming a very faithful apostle of his policies after the former Lagos State governor was inaugurated as president. And then his public support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on social media and national TVs has earned him privileged meetings with the president within and outside the country in January. And on January 11th, he honored an invitation to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to the presidential villa as the president's guest. And after the visit, the lawyer said he was committed to working for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and he had no apologies for doing so. And in the last few days, he has been expressing his willingness to work with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. When he met with Tinubu in France, he noted his stand on returning to the APC. I mean, his visit to the president in France started fueling speculations on his imminent return to the APC. And Daniel Bwala's reapproachment with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is like a telling comeback of a relationship that only went so after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu picked Kashim Shettima as his running mate for the 2023 presidential election in 2022 and noted Daniel Bwala supported President Bola Tinubu during the presidential primaries of the APC, but he withdrew his support because of the controversial Muslim ticket of the APC. He noted that he left the APC because of the Muslim ticket. He cannot work with the APC because of the Muslim ticket. And afterwards, he resigned, following the party's announcement that Tinubu picked Kashim Shettima, a Muslim and a former Borno State governor, as his running mate. So Atiku Abubakar's former spokesperson, Daniel Bwala, ceased to be in the APC and then moved to the PDP to work for Atiku Abubakar as his campaign spokesperson. he supported and he campaigned for the Atiku presidential campaign organization. He worked as their spokesperson back then. So Daniel Bwala, having worked for Atiku Abubakar, now it seems that he's speaking interest in being, a worker for the president and the APC. It seems that he's nursing this interest of going back to the ruling or progressive Congress, since Atiku Abubakar did not win the election and it's obvious that his services are no longer needed. So my country people, Daniel Bwala tends to be one of the PDAPC members. Yes, my country people, he tends to be one of the PDAPC members, because someone that was once a critic of the APC government, he was once a critic of the APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. So many people were, commending Daniel Bwala's statements of the APC and how he declined from being a spokesperson for a Muslim ticket, that he has pride and dignity. He wouldn't do such a thing, because he knows that it is not, good. So due to his integrity, he left the APC and went to the PDP. So my country people, Nigerians are now drawing speculations that it seems that Daniel Bwala has now become jobless, hence trying to pinch his tent with the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, trying to look for favors from the president. And who knows, the president might as well give him an appointment. Anything can happen. We all know he was once in the All Progressive Congress. So if Daniel Bwala should decamp back to the APC, it is not surprising. It won't be a surprising move. But for now, Atiku has finally disassociated himself with the likes of Daniel Bwala, stating that he is no longer his aide. He was never his aide, but he was just a spokesperson. And Daniel Bwala of recent have been defending the Tinubu's administration amid this hardship, amid this economic crisis we are facing. And it has left so many Nigerians wondering what Daniel Bwala is really driving at, where he went to his X account to state that the food inflation is global, that it is not only in Nigeria, that this hardship that is being faced is not being faced by Nigerians alone. It is a global affair, where he complained how much he bought a bottle of palm oil, how much he paid to have his hair cut, and this and that. So a lot of people really attacked Daniel Bwala for making such a statement. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Thank you.